From gas to groceries, everything we buy costs more these days. So you want to be sure you're getting exactly what you pay for.
But in Hamilton County, taxpayer-funded inspections to ensure that are now in jeopardy. 9 News anchor Lance Berry here now with his investigation about what it means to all of us.
Well, those inspections are likely something that many people take for granted. But did you know that in Hamilton County alone, up to 8% of the gas pumps are found to be inaccurate? But it's a lot more than just a gallon of gas. How do you know you're getting a full pound of meat or cheese at the grocery store, or that you're even charged correctly at the checkout register? One man says it's about common sense.
This is one of those under-the-radar deals that is so critically important to assuring not only a good marketplace, but assuring consumers are treated fairly. And I don't think there's a lot more important that government does.
For another man, it's about dollars and cents.
We have revenues that are 25% less today to run all county operations on.
Dusty Rhodes has been Hamilton County's auditor since 1991. But he claims what he's facing now is unprecedented.
People may be being shortchanged in some instances, and they don't know it.
You've no doubt seen Rhodes' name on gas pumps all over the county showing that they've been inspected, and also on store scales and even the register showing that they're accurate. But who exactly does those inspections?
We're down to 2 people for the whole county.
Just 2 people for thousands of device inspections a year. It's a pace that Rhodes says they can't keep up with, considering they used to have 4 inspectors. In letters to Todd Portune and other members of the Hamilton County Commission that were obtained by 9 News, Rhodes reveals some startling figures. In 2009, with 4 inspectors, some 14,000 devices were checked. In 2010, with 2 inspectors, that number fell to 11,000. And now this year, that number is on target to fall yet again to 9,000.
We're aligned 100% with county auditor.
Hamilton County Commissioner Todd Portune says there is no doubt the inspections are in the public's best interest, but he claims that Rhodes is failing to understand the county's budget woes.
There just was not enough money to hire more people in weights and measures. There are operations countywide where people are doing with less. They're doing the best they can with less. There are things that are not being done because we don't have the revenues to do everything that we need to do.
They're involved in things that they're not required to be involved in by law.
Most notably, Rhodes says it's the bank's project.
If they can waste millions and millions of dollars on a white elephant project on the riverfront with a future that nobody knows for sure and not take care of their statutory duties, I think they've got a problem. There's nothing in state law that requires them to develop the city of Cincinnati's riverfront. There is, however, a statutory responsibility to do weights and measures. I think it's a question of priorities.
The dollars that are being spent on the banks are dollars that are not at issue here. In fact, they can't be spent on this. It's money coming out of different pots that has to be used for different things.
I don't know what they were thinking. I really don't.
There is a potential solution here, but it might not be one that Rhodes likes. Not inspecting all machines. It could become the norm. Portune tells us industry-wide, the precedent is already being set.
I think consumers would say, taxpayers certainly would say to us, as they have, they've said, look, folks, you can't do everything that you want to do. You've got to spend our money very wisely.
Rhodes, meanwhile, says they should continue doing all inspections, not just because of what they find, but because of what they prevent from happening to begin with.
The fact that we're out there doing this work is enough to keep people in line.
Now, it should be pointed out that sometimes weights and measures errors do work in the consumer's favor, too. Rhodes tells us generally if a device is off, it's not on purpose. Now, for more on this story and also a look at the prospects at the next county budget, including the possibility of all these inspectors' positions coming back, you can go to that story on WCPO.com.